Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Xavi Hernandez talking about his pre-match press conference ahead of the Real Sociedad game tomorrow, Saturday, where the Barca boss talks about Messi, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Gundogan, Yamal, Cancelo, ahead of Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. We are going to discuss on everything Xavi said in that presser as we move ahead. Secondly, in this episode, we are going to be talking about this report claiming that Barcelona vice president reveals how much the club earned from their El Clasico. We are also going to discuss on that. So as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona will take a trip to San Sebastian as they get set to take on Real Sociedad in La Liga on Saturday night. Following the club's defeat to Real Madrid last weekend and wins for Girona and Atletico Madrid, Barcelona have slid down to fourth place in La Liga standings, 4 points shy of top spot. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad in fifth are just 5 points shy of the Catalans and will be eager to close the gap, making tomorrow's match a crucial one for the reigning champions. Ahead of the game on Saturday, manager Xavi Hernandez spoke to the media in his customary press conference, discussing the return of Pedri and the absence of Frankie de Jong, among many other things. Of course, on the Real Sociedad and El Clasico defeat, assessing the challenge that Sociedad posed, especially with the team coming from the defeat against Real Madrid, Xavi said, they are a Champions League team, of course, one of the best sides in terms of defensive line. Imanol is one of the best coaches in that category. After the defeat against Madrid, the team has taken a step forward, Xavi said. We have to react and win the 3 points. Talking about the defeat to Real Madrid last weekend, he said, we had the game under control, we lost it, but we had it in our hands. It was details that made us lose the game. Tomorrow there is another test and we have to get it out of the way. We have time to learn. We are 4 points behind the leaders, but there is time to recover. Now, following the loss in El Clasico, Barca midfielder Ilkay Gundogan launched a scathing criticism of the Catalans, and much of the talk in the media has been about the veterans' comments and their effects in the locker room. However, Xavi clarified that Gundogan's words had not led to any controversy within the group. He said, the word conformity is not in the Barca DNA. We are for excellence. We don't see Gundo's words as controversial. We agree with what he said. We lost the Clasico because of our mistakes. It's not controversial in the dressing room. Further touching on that topic, Xavi said he expressed the anger that we all had inside. His culture is different from ours. If you look at Bayern's defeat the other day, Muller came out and criticized. In the dressing room, he has not generated any controversy. The big news coming out ahead of Xavi's press conference was that Pedri had finally received his medical clearance and was named in the squad for the Sociedad encounter. Welcoming the Spaniard back into the fold, the Barca boss said his return has not been delayed. He is 100%. I see him ready. It's great news for the team. The goal for everyone is to be physically fit. We work a lot on injury prevention. For me, he is fundamental player. I hope he can, he can have continuity to show that he's worth a lot. Why Pedri made his comeback, the same cannot be said about Frankie de Jong, who missed out again. Xavi said, it depends on his feelings. Pedri has a good feeling, but Frankie hasn't yet. He has tried, but he is in pain, Xavi confirmed. When further probed about the midfielder, the manager said, injuries are going well. Calm down. 30% of the questions are about injuries. Frankie has a bad feeling. It hurts. There has been some doubts creeping out about Oriol Romeo and his performances lately, with a veteran even getting benched against Real Madrid. On the summer signing, Xavi said, I think he's doing a good job, but there is competition. It's about performance. Whoever is better is the one who is going to play. I see Oriol mentally prepared. He's a guy with great predisposition. He will continue to be important for the group. Barca's new coordinator, Bojan Krikic, spoke about the club's loanees and youngsters in an interview on Thursday, urging the club to take care of a player like Lamine Yamal. Xavi said, I think it is a very positive message from Pohan. It comes to say that we must be cautious, do not rush because he is 16 years old. We have great expectations of him, but we must not rush. Bojan's role is very important for the club. We must manage young people under pressure. Of course, discussing the dressing room and the morale within the team, the Barca boss said, we have a healthy and noble dressing room. The attitude has never failed. I'm happy with the work and the willingness of everyone. Maximum pressure, welcome. The team is hungry. Very, very hungry. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. The vice president of marketing and FC Barcelona, Julio Gui, has affirmed that the team made 7.6 million euros from the first El Clasico of the season last week, which happens to be a record in Mintrick, and it exceeded 60% of matches at the Spotify Camp Nou. Gui said that the expectations were achieved from the financial standpoint, and although the result wasn't what the team had expected, there were other opportunities like the partnership with the Rolling Stones that brought financial success to the team. He said, we made 7.6 million from the Clasico, a record in Mintrick, a record figure that exceeds 60% of matches at the Spotify Camp Nou. Gui said on the Todd Costa program on Catalonia radio recently. Gui clarified that the revenue generated by the Clásicos held at Spotify Camp Nou only marginally exceeded these amounts, despite the seemingly modest figure of 8.3 million euros for matches at their regular home. The 7.6 million euros earned can be considered a resounding success due to the significantly reduced seating capacity at the Marktschwick. Of course, Barcelona celebrated the Rolling Stones by donning the kit that drew inspiration from the legendary rock band during the El Clasico game against Madrid. The Catalan team graced the field wearing unique jerseys adorned with the iconic emblem of the band known as the Hot Lips. While speaking about it, Gui said that this was done with a very careful consideration. He branded that campaign as a unique association, a global pact that had a brutal impact. When we made this type of proposal, he said, we want the best possible artists and we look very carefully at who and when to do it. We have to look for new groups and new experiences, but it has to be on a specific date. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.